Hello guys, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will see the 19th September current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to our channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the today's important current affairs. That is the first one, Indus Water Treaty. Why it is in news? If you see the 1960 in 1960, that is on September 19th, we have a deal or a sign between agreement between India and Pakistan. That is almost after 60 years. It is the 60th anniversary. Here, the Indus Water Treaty was signed in Karachi on 19th September 1960 by the Jawaharlal Nehru and Ayub Khan. These are the two persons involving in that sign. That is Jawaharlal Nehru and Ayub Khan. Here there is a one important or pivotal role played by World Bank, that is as the third party. The World Bank as the third party played a pivotal role in crafting the Indus Water Treaty. What is this Indus Water Treaty? What it will tell or what it is about? Here there are 6 rivers between India and Pakistan. Here the treaty gives the control over the waters of the 3 eastern rivers, that is Bias, Ravi and Satluj, with a mean annual flow of 33 million acre feet MAF, that is million acre feet to the India. That means eastern rivers is given to India, while control over the matters of 3 western rivers, that is Indus, Chenab and Jhelum, with a meanwhile annual flow of 80 million acre feet to the Pakistan. That means for India 3 rivers came, that is Bias, Ravi, Satluj, and western rivers, that is went to Indus, Chenab and Jhelum went to the Pakistan. Here it comes the interesting one, that is here India was allocated 16% of the total water carried by the Indus system, while Pakistan was allocated to the remainder. Here we know that western rivers is given to Pakistan, that is Indus, Chenab and Jhelum. If suppose 100% water system is there in Pakistan for Indus, in that 16% is allocated to India, remaining 84% is allocated to Pakistan. Here that is the interesting fact and we have to remember. And next one, the treaty allows to India use western river waters, that is Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, for a limited irrigation use and unlimited non-consumptive use for such applications as power generation, navigation, floating of property and fish culture. We can use western rivers like Indus, Chenab and Jhelum, but it for a limited irrigation use and unlimited non-consumptive use. That's why Indus Water Treaty is very important for our competitive exams. Next one, National Generic Document Registration System. Here document usually related to the lands. If you see that Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha has launched this National Generic Document Registration System, that is NGDRS. Here if you see that Jammu Kashmir will be the 10th among states and UTs to become part NGDRS. Here if you see the use of or objective of this NGDRS, that is it represents a major shift from existing manual registration system to the online registration system of all transactions in the wake of sale and purchase of and transfer of land. If you see that previously manual system, that means we will keep the records or we will keep the records related to land. That's why if you see that now sale, purchase and transfer of land will be deal or will be done in online registration only. That's why this National Generic Document Registration will play a key role in our land systems. If you see that stamp papers have been replaced by e-stamps, which have been incorporated in coordination with the Stockholding Corporation of India. Here we know that stamp papers, that is replaced by e-stamps, which have been incorporated in coordination with the Stockholding Corporation of India. Here we have to concentrate on Stockholding Corporation of India. Next one, SFURTI scheme. What is this scheme? Here we have seen recent news in about this scheme, that is SFURTI scheme, that is scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries. Here we have to underline the point, that is traditional industries is an initiative by Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises to promote the cluster development. Here there are some different types of traditional industries. In that, khadi and beekeeping and pottery will come. These are some examples of traditional industries. Here Khadi and Village Industries Commission KVIC is the nodal agency for promotion of cluster development for khadi. Here there are also guidelines for beekeeping and as well as pottery are given in this SFURTI scheme, that is scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries. That is guidelines for beekeeping, that is 50 crore allocated for beekeeping and another 50 crore allocated for pottery, that is for traditional industries. That's why we have to concentrate on this SFURTI scheme. Next one, very very important, and we have seen in the wake of tensions between India and China, that is country of origin. First of all, we have to know that what is the country of origin. Suppose a product it is making in India, that we will call it as a made in India or a make in India or made in India. That means that product is made in India. That's why suppose one product is made in China or in USA, that we will call it as a made in China or a made in USA. Here there is a problem. Some tricks are applied by China, that is if suppose one product is made in China, that is when to suppose we have some free trade agreement between some Asian countries or some South Korea and some Japan also. Suppose we don't have any free trade agreement between some other country like North Korea or China. Suppose they want concessional or they want a nil or concessional customs duty, they will transfer what they have or what they will send to the free trade agreement countries. Suppose Asian country, one of the Asian country having the free trade agreement between India and FTA, that is Asian countries. Suppose China will send their products, their exports to that Asian country, again that Asian country will export to the our. That means that China product will get the concessional or nil customs duty. That's why India came up with the customs administration of rules of origin under trade agreements rules, customs rules 2020, that it is strictly regulating the country of origin. It is the onus is on the importers. Onus means responsibility. One's responsibility to take care of that one. That's why onus is on importers. Here the benefit of concessional customs duty rate applies only if an Asian member country is the country of origin goods. Here there is one concept. If suppose one product or one good is coming from Asian countries, then only we will give the concessional customs or nil customs to that product or that good. Here this means that goods originating from China and routed, here we have to underline the point, routed through these countries will not eligible for any customs duty concessions under this Asian FTA, that is free trade agreement. Here why India is going towards the situation, that is protect the local industry. If we suppose we have more dependent on imports rather than exporting, that means it will affect the local industry. Here there is a vocal for local is a statement given by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. At the same time we have to export or we have to import on certain commodities who are not natural or to the India or native to the India, we can import, but at the same time we have to give the strongest or important to the local industry also. Then only we will protect local industry, then India will become some developed country. With this we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing out. Take care and bye bye.